Hello beginner traders. This video is all about setting up your free TradingView account for the very first time. So it's going to be a detailed one. So let's get right into it. This is the TradingView homepage that we are in. The first step is to sign up for the platform with your email or Google or any other means of signing up process. Once the signing up process is done, we're gonna customize the charts to our liking. As you guys can see, I've signed in into my account. This is the home page of the website, but if you want to go to the charts view, all you need to do is click on this launch full chart view over here. Click on this button over here. Once you click on it, this is how the default page will look like. We'll start with the ones on the left. You can see the T is the one where you can access your profile and you can modify any settings over there. The tools on the left bar is the drawing tools, and we do have various different drawing tools, like a lot actually. So in here you can see the trend line and a few more variations of trend line, and we do have the horizontal, vertical and cross lines, channels, and we do have the Fibonacci retracement and different variations of it. We can add text, we can add smileys, and there is a measure tool and few more zoom ins and height tools and remove tools. The most commonly used drawing tools are the trend line. You can see the down below. You can use the trend line and draw lines. If you are a trader who draws lines and take your trades based on that, you can go ahead with that. And the other tools are like Fibonacci retracement, which can be drawn something like this. If you have drawn too many lines, there is a one-click option to delete everything. So you can see the delete button over here. I'll click on the little arrow and I can remove the indicators or the drawings or just both. So in here, I'm just going to remove the drawings. And we do have the long position and short positions. Let's say if you would like to take a long trade over here, I'll just zoom out of the chart a bit. Zooming out is just, you can just scroll the mouse wheel, and scrolling up will zoom in, scrolling down will zoom out. If I would like to take a long position here, I select the long position drawing and I'll just click on it. So you can see the trade entered here is 280. That's the buying zone. You can adjust the SL over here using this by extending this dot. You can also use your profit, the target points using this drop down. So this is just a visual representation for now. You're not really taking any trades with this. It's just planning out your trades with these tools. The same as the short position. Let's say you are shorting it here. You can adjust the stop losses. Also the targets as well. So these are the long and short position tool. You can take a look into this various tools by going over it. So the other tool that most traders use is the rectangle. Let's say if you wanna mark this particular high, instead of going for a line, you can make it a box. And we do have some various text tools, and this is the most important tool that most people need. This is the measure tool. You can actually measure the percentages and how many bars are you covering, what's the volume and how many days it's referring to. You can measure from low to high. You can also measure from high to low, and it will display the percentages and all those metrics in this particular box highlighted. Let's say if you're selected a tool, and if you want to go back to the regular ones, all you need to do is you can choose this cross in the first one. You can just use the little arrow and choose the cross one. So that will reset to the default tool available. You can hide the drawings or indicators or any other information available on the chart. You can hide those. Let's say I'll just use this. Let's say I've drawn some things over here and you've added an indicator. You can see there's a volume indicator already in place with the default chart view. So let's say if I go with hide drawings, it will just hide the drawings. If we go with the indicators, you can see the volume indicator is hidden. The delete button we have the option to remove drawings, indicators, or both drawings and indicators. Let's add some more indicators. So you can see there are 2 drawings and 3 indicators. So once you go to the delete button and click on the little arrow, you can use the remove drawing, so that will remove the drawings. And if you go with remove 3 indicators, it will remove all the 3 indicators. Make sure that you're removing the correct indicators while using this. So I'll just remove the 3 indicators for now. We'll add the volume indicator while we are covering the indicators part. And as everyone know, the green is the buying candle and red is the selling candle. And we'll go with the other tools on the top of. So you can see the little search symbol with a name on it. So that is where we can search any instrument we want. So I'll just click on it. So in here you can see there are different instruments you can look out here. You can go with all, and you can see look at stocks, funds, future, forex, crypto, all kind of stuff. Even ETFs you can look into it. So whatever symbol you want to look, you just type in here, type in Nasdaq, and you can see there are various indexes and stock you can see over here, and you do have futures, all those stuff. So you can click on it to launch the chart of the particular instrument. The same way I'll just type. You can also select like filter your results by going with stocks or funds, and you do have the option to filter out the countries as well, or a type of instrument, or which sector does it belong to. You can use that as well. And there's one more way to bring up this search box. You just, when you click anywhere on the chart, make sure that this cursor is visible, and you just start typing any company, any instrument. Let's say I'll go with NVIDIA. You see that brings up the all the instrument related to NVIDIA. I'll show you once more. Yes, there's an empty chart. Instead of going over here and clicking on the search box, you can just type it out. Let's say if I want to look for SPY ETF, I'll just type it. That's it. So I haven't customized any shortcuts, key bindings for TradingView. So it's all default. So you can see I just typed in, I just typed S in here, and that brought up the search box. So make sure of it. And we'll go over here. You can see a little plus button. So that is a compare button. So we have typed in AMD here. Let's say if you want to compare the charts of AMD with Intel. So you can see INTC, that is the Intel company. So I'll just click on it. You can see a little colored line, and it does say Intel Corporation here. And you can see instead of the indicators being presented here, it is presented with an actual chart. And this is the most important tool that everyone should start using in TradingView charts. So the time frame, actually, you can see that currently it's selected as day. So this is a day candle. All these little candles are the pricings of the particular stock happened in a day. Let's say if you want to lower down, go to the lower time frames, you can click on this. You can see there are multiple options. There are seconds, minutes, hours, and there are days, week, and months, and it goes on. So the most commonly used time interval is that. Ticks we don't really use. Seconds, that's for the premium versions. So we will not be able to use it here. So I'll put this over here, and the intraday traders, what they use is 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, and 1 day and 1 week. People do trade on 1 minute time frames. I would not recommend it. Maybe those are like super scalpers may use it. But my chart, this is what my chart will look like. So 5, 15, 1 hour, 1 day, and 1 week. If I want to go for other time frames, I'll manually choose it. So instead of going and clicking each of these, there is a other way to do it as well. So we'll just bookmark the time frames that we usually use. Now you can see we have bookmarked all these 5 time intervals. And there's one more, we didn't bookmark it, but why is it visible is that that's the recent time interval we use. Let's say if I go back to 5 minutes, you can see how easy it is. So that is the job of the time interval, and make sure that you select the ones that you usually use. Just don't go and add all the entire time intervals. If you're a beginner trader, make sure you stick to the charts in higher time frames and plan your trades according to that. The next one is the type of charts that we are going to use. So in here, if I click on this, you can see there are different variations of the prices. So we do have bars, which looks something like this, and we do have candlesticks. That's the one that we most traders use. And we do have hollow candles, which is without any colorings inside of it, and we do have volume candles. Okay, I think volume candle belongs to the premium version. So the most, and we do have the area or line chart. And under the indicators, you can see once you click on it, you can see there are various indicators, but the indicators that I am using is that I'll have the volume as default. So the volume indicator I'll just add, you can see I've added it. And I do have the moving average, exponential, and a simple moving average. Yeah. So this is how we add the indicators. If you want to add few more indicators, you can do. But I think for a free version of TradingView, we have a limitation on 3 indicators. Let's try adding a fourth one. You can see it's throwing up in this pop-up window. So 3 is the maximum limit that can go with the free version of TradingView. And we do have the alert. So you can create alerts and charts with this function. Let's move to a live instrument. Let's open this over here. So let's move this to 1 minute time frame. Let's say I want to be alerted when price hits 166 16675. So all I need to do is, you can see a little plus button over here. I'll just, let's get closer because we are running short of time. Right? So if I click on this little button, you can see it says add an alert. So you can also add an alert on the indicators. Okay, so I'll just move to the currency path. I just added an alert, you can see, and I'll just add one more down below. The number of alerts is being limited to 3 for the free version. Now you can see you would be notified with the sound actually. And you can check the alerts, the number of alerts it's currently on. You can just modify it, delete it. Those are the ways to do it. And you can, in the log, you can see whatever alerts that are triggered, it will appear over here. And you can clear these as well. You can modify a few more variations of it. You can see we have an alert the alert that was placed on Euro USD has alerted. So if you're on mobile, you will be alerted with a beep sound. So that's that. And the replay function, let's say if you want to uh, look back this or any other charts stuff, you can go with the replay button. But for the free versions, you will be able to replay only with a daily candle or more than that. So I'm on daily candle now. So if I want to replay from here, I'll just click on it. And you can see a separate bar that appeared over here. I'll just click on play. That will replay the candles based on the daily time frame, since we have chosen the daily candles. So just go ahead and stop. If you offer a premium plan, you can replay these candles in any time frame as well. So this is done. We do have the undo and redo buttons. If you have made any changes and you want it back, you can use this button. You can see how it appears and you can make use of this. So that's it. And we we move a little to the right. Here you can see the layout setup. And we do have the option to view multiple charts. You can see we have 2, 3, 4, and it all goes up to 8, 16. But those are for premium version. So we are skipping that part as well. Let's say if you create a chart layout and you want it to get saved. All you need to do is I'll show you how the default chart will look like. So this is the default save button will look like. And if you would like to save, that will save the chart layout with, let's say, if you added a few more indicators and all those stuff, and you want to save the entire layout, you can use this drop button. Don't save it as a layout. The next time you pop out this will these whatever you add the charts will disappear. So that's the point of the save button. You can also rename the chart layout if you want. Let's say I'll just add a let's say I'll just add a smiley over here and I'll save. You can see that will appear. So that's the point of this. Settings will go over in a minute. And you can see the full screen mode with a shortcut of Shift F. You can click on this and the chart will go full screen in the entire browser. And the default shortcut, you can press escape and get out of that mode. And you can also the browser default full screen, which is F11. The next one is take a snapshot tool. Let's say if you want to take a snapshot of this tool and send it to your friend or post it online, you can adjust the data that you want, adjust the candlesticks you want, and you click on it and you'll be presented with the different options. You can download it, you can copy it, or you can just paste the URL somewhere. Those are the different variations of the snapshot. Publish button is like if you like to publish this, there is a community, TradingView community. So when you click on this publish button, you can see you can publish your ideas into the TradingView community. Next is the watch list. So if I click on this a little watch list details and news, you can see it is being named as a watch list and there are a few instruments inside of this. So we do have the option to modify the watch list, but for the free plan, I think the current limit of symbols is 30 and you can't add multiple watches, just one watch. You can customize it. Right now you can see there are a few instruments, few stocks, commodities, and the currency pairs and crypto. Let's say if you want to totally remove the currency one, you can use the delete button right next to the particular symbol. You can use that. You can see this is a label that I've added. You can also delete those ones as well. Let's say you and I've deleted these, so I'll delete the futures as well. Let's say if you want to add some index symbols, you can click on this plus button and that will bring up the add symbol button. As you can see, there's a similar as the search function, but in here we can search and add it to the ones on the right. Let's say if you want to add now stock, that is the index that we're looking for. You can just type it out and you can see the first one says index CFD. And if you click on the plus button, you can see over here, it's being added. Same you can do. And you can see a number of instruments are being added. Also, once you've added, if you want to delete, you can delete from here, or you can just go back and delete from here as well. And let's say this is a label inside the watch list. Let's say if you want to customize it, right click on it and rename. You can just rename it to index or indices, whatever you prefer. Indices. And down below, you can see a little information window. If you click on any symbol in the watch list, that will bring you detailed information. There are a few other options in the watch list. you can take a look and make sure you customize your charts according to your needs. You can see you can click on these symbols to view the different charts of the instruments in the layers. There's one more way to do it, that is the up and down arrow keys. Let's say if we are in Nasdaq and if you would like to see the chart of Ethereum, you can just press the up arrow. Let's say if you go back to BTC, you can do that as well. Let's say if you want to take a look at the Apple charts, you can just go. And that's the way to do it. And you can see right now it's in a daily time frame. You can There's one more way to change the time interval. The one option is to click on the particular time interval. The other way is to just type it out. Let's say if I want to view the 5-minute charts, just click on 5. You can see that brings the chart interval box with 5-minute charts. If I want 15 minutes, I'll just type 15. If I want 60, that's 1 hour. 60. This just the numbers will open the particular time interval. Let's say if I want to a custom interval, let's say 67 minutes. You do have the option to view this custom time interval in the premium version, but not on the free version. Till now, I've covered most of the trading in futures. There's one more thing that we need to cover. That is the settings button over here. So in here, we do have the option to customize the chart layer. So as you can see, green are the buying candles and red are the selling candles. So what I currently like is that I'll just set the buying candle to a little grayish, and I'll set the selling candle to black, and I'll change the borders to black, also the wicks to black. So this is the way to customize your candlesticks. You can go with whatever color you want. You can go with yellow or blue. Let's say blue and red. You can go with it, or blue or black. You can go with it, or you can also go with yellow and black. And in here you can see this customizes the status line, which is over here. You can make changes if you want the logo. If you don't want the logo, you can uncheck it. If you don't want the title, you can do that as well. And if you know customizations, you can take a detailed look into it. And the scales and everything, nothing to change over here. Canvas. In here you can change the colors. Let's say you don't like it as a white background, you can make it green or blue, or a little more blue, or a pink one, or reddish one. You can change those as well. And these are the grid lines. You can see those tiny grayish lines. What I would do is just make it a little more thick. And crosshair is this crosshair that we're using, so that's totally fine. And no other changes. And in the trading options, we can see there are two buttons which will only be useful if you connect your trading account to this trading. Trading is supported brokers here, but right now we are not using it, so I'll just check out this. Even the positions and all the other options we don't really use. Alerts, which we went through, if you want to change the colors or alert volume, anything, you can customize it over here. And the events is that the dividends, split earnings, and all those news and everything you can add. If you want, you can see the dividend button over here, and if you click on this lightning style button, you'll be presented with the news and all those stuff from various publications. You do have access to those as well. But this ideas you can see, if I option, they offer the ideas. that will bring small dots of red, blue, and green. So those are the ideas that are published by the TradingView members. You can see someone has published the chart of Apple. And they have like added a few more information on it. So if you want to take a look at those, you can take a look at those. You can see there are so many people are posting information about Apple or any other chart you are looking at. You can click on these dots to actually see what the person has posted. So this is how my chart will look like. I'll do a few more customization to the indicators. How do you customize the indicators? You can hover over the indicators, you can see, and you click on the settings button, and you can make the changes that you really need. So I'll change the colors of the indicators as well. Let's change the colors of the EME. I'll just change it to black, and there's a few more variation. I'll just go with 20 EME. So that's it. And the simple moving average that I told that I'm using it, I use it for the 200 days. I'll use it as a 200-day moving average. So I'll change the length to 200. I'll keep it blue. If you have any queries, just type it out in the comment box. I will be looking into it